Computer system. The computer is a basic and indispensable element. It comes from Latin computer, and it is defined as an electronic device capable to interpret input and output orders, besides to process and to store information. It is composed by devices or physical components that interact through a set of established instructions. Hardware is defined as a joint of components of physical devices that intervene in a computer system. Input and output devices. The input devices are the ones from which the information is introduced to the computer to be processed or transformed. Some examples are the keyboard, barcode reader, scanner, mouse, webcam, microphone, touch screen, etc. The output devices are the ones that show to the user the data previously transformed or processed. The most used are the printer, which shows the information in written form, the monitor, which presents information in a visual form, the speakers, which present information in sound form. The storage devices are the ones that permit to store or to save information. These are classified in main and secondary memory. The main memory is composed by the ROM and the ROM. The ROM is a program memory by the manufacturer and it is a permanent memory. The RAM is a memory that stores information that is being executed in that moment, so it can be processed quickly. The secondary memory, also called secondary storage, it permits to save programs and data in a permanent way. The most used storage devices are the hard disk, the floppy disk, compact disk, CD, digital video disc, DVD, memories USB, among others. Software is the set of instructions or programs that are introduced in a computer in order to carry out a process. To order the great variety of software, this is classified in system software and application software. The system software administrates and controls the operation of the hardware, and the application software permits to execute specific tasks from the user. Operative system. The operative system is the most important program of a computer. It is defined as a program that permits the user to take control of the computer. The operative system can be classified in the following form. Multi-user permits two or more users to execute programs at the same time. Multitask permits to execute two or more programs or applications at the same time. And multiprocessing means of multiprocessing that have more than the one processor, which operates in the same memory but execute simultaneously processes. Windows is the operative system that dominates the market of computers. As we know, operative systems have been designed for a variety of mobile devices, besides of the computer equipments. Windows 7 requirements of the systems. The minimum requirements of the system to use Windows 7 in computers are a processor of 32 bits or 64 bits to 1 GHz or more, a memory RAM of 1 GB or memory RAM of 2 GB, available space in hard disk of 16 GB or 20 GB, and a graphical device DirectX X9 with control WDDM 1.0 or upper. Once Windows is loading memory, there appears the window called Desktop, from which the user takes the control of the computer. The working area is composed by the following elements. Desktop is the working area and it occupies the entire screen. Mouse pointer permits to select and execute applications. Icons are objects on the desktop. They represent programs or shortcuts to folders, files, and programs. There are two types of icons, icon of program and icons of shortcuts. Both have properties that can be modified by the user. And the taskbar is used to give access to many applications. It is composed by a Start menu, Direct Access area, Open Application area, and Status area. By default, it is always visible in all the applications. Basic tasks of Windows 7. Windows 7 gives us the freedom to personalize the computer, to change the images of the user account, the background desktop, to change the color of a window, to change the sound of the system, etc. Special tasks of Windows 7. Backup and restore. Permits you to create backups of the personal files that you consider the most important. Action Center permits the user to see the alerts and perform the necessary actions so the operating system Windows 7 works without problems. Security in the computer equipment. Firewall is a whole system of defense, blocking or allowing the passage of information from the internet and prevents that hacker or people have access to the computer system. Antivirus prevents defects and performs pertinent actions to delete and or remove malware such as the virus. To defragment the hard disk. Helps the equipment to have access to all data in a quick way. The fragmentation occurs as times go by, when the user stores, deletes, or changes files or folders. Windows Ready Boost. One way to optimize the performance of the computer when working with daily tasks. Help the equipment to improve the performance when memory starts running slowly. Windows Memory Diagnostics Tools. The random access memory RAM in certain moments could present problems and don't work in an optimal way. There are two options. Restart now and check for problems. Before activating this option, you must save and close off open files. Or check for problems the next time we start my computer. This option will be activated next time Windows starts. 32 and 64 bits refers to the way that processor, the CPU, administrates the information. The version of 64 bits of Windows administrates great amounts of random access memory RAM in a more efficient way than systems which operate with 32 bits. ObjectDock is a software that simulates the graphical environment of the OS X operating system, which displays a bar similar to the Mac OS X. It is easy to use and personalize.